Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. What we're going to talk about today is about my medical experience as a cabin crew. Okay, so once you obtain job role as a flight attendant or a cabin crew, okay, so first thing is that the company will ask you to undergo for a medical process. Hence, you should pass the same. All right. So we are blessed that we are able to pass the impact interview, the final interview. However, it doesn't end there. Okay, because as a cabin crew, guys, you need to undergo the medical process. All right. Okay. So in this video, I'm going to share to you my experiences and also my tips and advice to make sure that you will be able to pass the medical requirements for cabin crew. Okay, so keep on watching. For aspiring flight attendants out there, we prepare for the hiring date, right? We are going to prepare for our skin, for our weight. We really make sure that we are fit before the hiring date. So this time, guys, aside from those preparations, you need to prepare as well before the medical date or the medical schedule, okay? Because our goal here is not only to check if you are fit, but make sure that you will be able to pass those tests, okay? So I'm going to enumerate the tests that I have been through. Number one is CBC or complete blood count, and then number two is the X-ray. Third is HIV test, and then fourth is the stool exam. Fifth is physical exam, and then dental, test, the ECG test, and lastly is the ophthalmologist color test. Okay. So take note, guys, that the company will send you a letter through email, and this letter contains the referral content therein that they referred you to undergo these tests. Okay, so make sure that you should bring that referral slip before you proceed to the accredited clinic to make sure that that clinic will be able to assist you. Okay, take note that several companies out there, they have their own accredited clinics, okay? If you are planning to have your test before their advice, I would like to advise you guys that you should wait for their referral email on which clinic that you should visit, okay? To make sure that your money will not be wasted. All right. If you're going to ask me if who will shoulder the fees or expenses for medical processes, so the answer for that one, guys, is that you will be the one who will shoulder the expenses for medical requirements. Based on my experience, I have shelled out like 1,400 to 1,500 pesos only, okay? For it's already a big amount, okay? So take note that again, the company will not shoulder the medical expenses, but it's us. All right. Going back, our goal here is to pass those exams. Okay. So before you proceed to the accredited clinic, guys, make sure that you should prepare one valid ID, okay? Because no ID, no entry. All right. Okay. So it's very important that you should bring an identification card. All right. My first experience, guys, is that I have been through to several BPOs, and it seems like they have the same medical requirements. Okay, so as I have mentioned earlier, those medical tests that the company requires. So it's the same tests that I have gone through before during my BPO days. Okay. So for stool exam, guys, my advice is that before you visit the clinic, make sure that you will obtain a pea-sized amount of the same and put it in the bottle, okay, and submit it to make sure that you will not stay longer in there, because time is our best friend here. All right. Okay. And then number two, my experience with dental is that the dentist is extremely friendly, okay? So while she's checking my teeth, she said that oh, very good, very good. And then after that, after she's done with the checkup, she will say that hope to fly with you soon, okay? So it's overwhelming, guys, because it's our dream to become a flight attendant. And it's very comforting that on the dental part, it seems like the dentist assures us that you will be able to pass that part. And we all know that airlines are very strict when it comes to the set of your teeth, okay? Okay. So make sure that you have a nice set of teeth, all right? Before you visit the clinic, guys, I would highly advise that if you have a tooth or teeth that you need to fill in, it's what we call pasta. Okay, so make sure that you do that before the medical checkup. All right, so that the dentist therein will be able to see that you have a perfect smile already. All right. Okay. I have read a lot of questions about braces, okay? So take note that during the hiring process, guys, it's allowed to wear braces, okay? But take note, the company will advise you to remove those braces once you will be able to start having your schedule for flights, okay? So they are very strict with that. So for those aspiring flight attendants out there, if you are still wearing your braces during the hiring process, that's perfectly fine, all right? As long as you will remove the same during a schedule for flights moving onwards.
One eternity later.
All right, an overview for ophthalmologist color test, okay? So the doctor will show you random colors, okay? And then you're going to answer it. Make sure that you will be able to determine the right color of that object, okay? And aside from that, the doctor will also show you random letters, okay? Small letters, big letters, so make sure that you will be able to read it correctly. All right. During my physical test, guys, the doctor therein asked me to read a paragraph with a very tiny letters, but by God's grace, I was able to read the same. Okay, and aside from that, they will ask you if you have history, diseases, like that. Make sure that you will answer them honestly. All right. And aside from that, okay, so those are the tests that I undergo as a cabin crew, okay? So take note that the clinic will not provide you the actual result, okay? Because they are the one who will submit the results to the company in Manila, all right? However, that clinic will give you a slip, okay? So the slip contains, number one is your username, and then number two is your password, you will be able to see the results online. Alright? But the result that you will be seeing online, guys, are not the results of the test, but only they will give you a result if it's fit to work or not fit to work. Alright? So I have been waiting for several days, guys, to obtain the result.
One eternity later.
And you know, when I saw the result online, this is what I've seen online, okay? Alright, so that's fit to work. Alright, so I am so grateful to God that God gave me the opportunity to have the fit to work status, because if you receive not fit to work, guys, the doctor will ask you, or there's a tendency that you will not be able to obtain this job role, okay, as a cabin crew. Number one, health is their number one top priority for applicants, okay? Okay, so make sure that you are. So, and that is my overall medical experience as a cabin crew. Okay, so I hope that this vlog will give you an idea on how to prepare. All right, and one more advice, guys, before you undergo for a medical tests, please, I highly recommend that you will take a fresh juice, okay, before you undergo the medical processes, okay, like a day before. All right, so that's it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video, and I hope to see you on the next one. Thank you so much, and God bless. Goodbye.